Good evening, VV Nation. My name is Ryan, and always welcome to the channel. Now, we do appreciate your business here, and in tonight's presentation, are you looking to invest in the future? Well, look no further than software security stocks. In today's increasingly digital world, the need for strong security is more important than ever. Now, as technology continues to evolve, so do the threats. So cybersecurity breaches, data leaks can have devastating consequences for businesses and individuals alike. Now, this has created a huge demand for security solutions. So software security stocks provide investors with the opportunity to capitalize on this growing industry. Now, in tonight's video, we are going to dive into some articles going into the growth of this space. In addition, Palo Alto just reported earnings, so I wanted to dive and see what the response was from investors and the guidance going forward. Also, in addition to this, now Glenn did do a video on Palantir earlier this week, and that's kind of the reason why I did this video, because Palantir is a great stock. I love the stock itself, but I just wanted to dive into the cybersecurity industry itself, see some of the top players, some of its competitors like Crowdstrike, Fortinet, and Cloudflare. Now, at the end of this presentation, we will dive into the VectorVest software, see how these stocks match up, and see where the potential is going forward. Now, if this is something that you're interested in, stick around and let's get started. Now, the first thing I did want to show you today was two articles showing you the growth opportunities in this industry. You can see right behind me, just by the title of this article itself, cybersecurity market growth to hit 15.9%. Now, CAGR, that's for compounded annual growth rate. Now, that's globally projected until 2030. Now, if I scroll down, it gives us some insight exactly why they feel that this industry is going to grow to these measures. Now, that being said here, one of the first things I did notice is that so many industries are affected by this space here. We've got IT, telecom, retail, healthcare, defense, government, manufacturing, energy. A lot of industries rely on cybersecurity to keep business running smoothly. Now, in addition, at the bottom of this article here that I have highlighted, you can see that cybersecurity protects the information network and personal data from cyber attacks. Now, this is the important thing going forward with the trends and how technology is continuing to evolve ever so quickly. You can see the trend of the bring your own device, artificial intelligence, IoT or Internet of Things, machine learning, and cybersecurity is growing rapidly. Now, an important reason behind growth in this industry is just simply the increasing number of cyber attacks as individuals and companies become ever more intertwined with technology itself. Now, the second article here, just real quick, same kind of theme here, showing the growth trajectory of this space itself. Right now, as of 2022, when this was put together, the space was valued at $173 billion, which is expected to grow to $266 billion forecasted in 2027. Now, according to this article, this brings the CAGR down to about 8.9%. However, averaging between the two articles around 12%, close to 9% from this article, you can expect something around 10+%, on a safe measurement. But overall, the demand for the space is continuing to grow. All right, now the next article is going to be in Palo Alto. You can see that they beat earnings. However, the stock right now, right behind me, it's showing it's down 9%, closing in around 232 right now. Now, the company did have strong earnings, so let's see exactly what was the problem here. Now, the first quarter earnings were better than expected compared to Wall Street's estimates. However, the problem relies in its billing guidance for the second quarter here. If we take a look, you can see the guidance of 2.34 to 2.39 billion fell short, while the estimates came in at 2.43 billion. So even though that earnings came in strong, future billings with this company came in very weak, and investors are not liking the sound of that. Now, I did put a watch list together with some of the biggest names in this space. We got Palo Alto here at the top of the list, Crowdstrike, Palantir, Cloudflare, and Fortinet. Now, this being said here, let's just break down these stocks and see what the VectorVest 7 system is trying to tell us about this space. Now, you can see that they are, for the most part, down today. Only Crowdstrike is bucking that downtrend right now, up at 0.4%. You can see Palo Alto after earnings, it's the leader right now, down 6.5%. So next, let's take a look at the value column, see if these stocks are overpriced or underpriced. Now, down below, we do have a watch list average here. You see the price coming at $120, the value just being $48. So you can see from the system, it's telling us that this space is overvalued right now. But there is huge growth potential with this space, so therefore there is some risk involved, but yet I think the potential for upside profits definitely is being outweighed by the downside risk in the space, at least in the long term. Now, that being said, if we take a look at RV to VST, these indicators are on a 0 to 2 scale. Above 1 have a favorable rating, below 1 unfavorable. Now, Palo Alto coming at the top of the list because these stocks are ranked by their VST. This is their overall master indicator with value, safety, and timing. You can see all favorable ratings here above 1. Even the sell-rated stock, Fortinet, coming in at 1.03. Fundamentally, altogether with RV and RS here, you see Palo Alto leading the charge, strong ratings at 1.52 for RV, RS at 1.35. However, once you get into CrowdStrike all the way down to Cloudflare itself, you do see RV and RS remaining below 1 for the most part here. However, those values pick back up with the bottom of the list here, Fortinet at 1.31 and 1.12. Now, that being said, the recommendation column, this is our buy, hold, and sell rating for these stocks. Palo Alto at the top of the list does have a hold rating, while the 3 in the middle do have buy ratings. Fortinet here, actually, I really like Fortinet. We do see it does have a sell rating right now. But look, fundamentally strong company. And if I scroll over to the right, we see the forecasted growth rate in earnings with its GRT here coming in at 25%. All of these companies, the space itself, great growth rate. If we look down below, the average between the top 5 of these companies is at 32%. Now that's phenomenal growth rate for any industry going forward. Now the last thing I did want to show you in tonight's presentation was a graph of the cybersecurity or software security space itself. Now right behind me, I do have the industry graph up, taking all the stocks in the space and averaging out the prices. This gives us a sense of how the space is moving as a whole. Now you can see here, I do have it on the last 6 months. Nice lower left to upper right price action here. We do see the 6-month low coming in at $32.15, while the high just came in 2 days ago at $38.58. You see a lot of price consolidation here over the last 6 months. However, what I really like about this chart here is that price action last week did break above these levels of resistance here at 36.58. and respectively at 36.99. And now these are becoming a level support. So I'd like to see price action stay above these zones. In addition to that, the 3 is above the 8-day exponential moving average, showing this momentum continuing to the upside. And fundamentally down below, I do have the EPS or earnings per share here for this industry. You can see a huge drop back in August. However, that EPS is starting to recover and moving higher over the past 30 days. So that is a positive note that I like for the space. All right, VV Nation, I hope you enjoyed tonight's presentation. We went over the huge growth trajectory of this space going forward, looking at 2 different articles, 2 different projections for this space. However, both are positive year-over-year growth. Now, in addition to that, we did dive into the VectorVest 7 system and compared some of the heavy hitters in this space, being Palo Alto, CrowdStrike, Palantir, Cloud4, Fortinet, some big competitors. Great companies that I like. We did see that for the most part, a lot of stocks in the space are overvalued. However, these companies have huge growth rate and earnings potential going forward. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you found it informative, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Have a good night. Happy holidays here from VectorVest. Ryan, just want to give you a quick shout out and let you know that the VectorVest 7 software is going to be on sale this Black Friday for only 99 cents. Now, this will give you mathematical formulas to put you on the right side of the market so that way you can make money. Now, if you want to take advantage of this, just visit VectorVest.com/Black Friday. Now, in addition to this, I have been saying for the last several weeks while the market's been pulling back to educate yourself so that way when opportunities present themselves, you can be on the right side of the market. Now, if you want to take advantage of courses up to 70% off, please visit VectorVest.com/holiday courses.